If you take a protein, a fat, and a carbohydrate and you heat it, a chemical reaction occurs that creates these things called glycation end products. And those are very treacherous toxins because one of the few times in nature that this is true, something that's toxic tastes delicious. One of the biggest health threats to Americans in the United States, besides the ingestion of massive amounts of sugar, is actually the ingestion of these advanced glycation end products because they store in the body and they directly damage mitochondria. So age spots, deterioration in the skin, and wrinkles as we get older, they're all driven by these advanced glycation end products. And for our dogs, they drive arthritis, dementia, loss of vision, all the things that you go to your veterinarian for. They're actually a part of that whole cycle. So when we do things which create healthier terrain, like feeding fresh diets, we're putting in less of these toxins so the body doesn't have to expend its energy, which is made by the mitochondria, to figure out how it's going to get rid of things. Can I metabolize it and change the molecule into a less toxic thing? Can I, stick multiple ones together and store them in the liver? What do I have to do to deal with this toxin that you're giving me? Because the cells don't want to die, but they don't have as much choice over what you decide to pour in. So if you watch the television says, drink fruity, punchy poo-poo, whatever that is, and you go like, oh, my kids like that because it's sweet, and give it to your kids. Then they get cavities. They get an altered microbiome in their mouth that literally eats their teeth. That creates systemic inflammation, predisposes them to heart disease and diabetes and obesity and all these other kinds of things.